Hi guys, GamesWithCon here, and this is the Batjet. I made it in High Fleet, and I'm going to show it in action right now. Stay tuned for the breakdown after the fight. That was the Batjet in action, and as you can see, it performed just as well as the Lightning, if not better. It has at least zero point 0.5 more thrust and a lot more speed. It's a little bit less on range, but it has real nice firepower with the 2x4 missiles that I managed to squeeze in. And I basically designed it as an alternative to Lightning. The issue with designing custom ships in this game is that if you follow the most optimal route, the most min-max type of build, they look either very boxy, or very weird, or very bizarre, or just plain boring. So I wanted to see if I can make a ship that, although it might not be the most optimal build, it's far superior to the default builds and looks a lot better than the min-max build. And it's a lot of fun to play with something that doesn't look weird or boxy or just the definition of functional chaos as most ships are in this game. As for the design itself, yeah, there are a lot of elements that I didn't need to put in there, like the palash right here and the flares, but I put them in because Batman would have them. And Batman's, Batjet, Batmobile, they all have everything. They have every countermeasure for every scenario, so I just kind of squeezed everything in here. They don't have cannons. The Batjet definitely have cannons, plus rockets, so you don't need to put in, like, all these missiles, but I put them in anyway. And this thing performs way better than the Lightning, especially in the late game. If you just, like, for now, I have the 100 millimeter cannons here, but for the late game, I would replace them with the D80, the 130 millimeters. Um, I know these are supposed to be the best of the best, but I don't know. With AP rounds, I have a hard time killing all the strike groups ships with the AK 100s. I find like the D80, the 130 millimeter cannons, they're just so much more precise, and with their AP rounds do way more damage. I don't know if that's true, but they seem to penetrate deeper, and like you can two shot one of the heavy cruisers in the strike groups with the D80s, and I've sometimes just stayed on top of a strike group and just bombarded them with the AKs, even with the AP rounds, and they just would not go down. And yeah, because these things has quite the spread on their shots, so I think just that precise shot that you need to take out ships in this game is just really hard to achieve with these. So in the late game, if you just take these out, and if you want, you can add some armor around it, and yeah, it'll survive and it'll outperform the lightning in many scenarios. And because it's so fast and it's almost has the same range as lightning, it can like put it with a Skylar and it can fly across the map and take over half the map before your Sevastopol even leaves the station. Ah, the Sevastopol life. We are never moving anywhere with that thing. So yeah, I didn't put in landing gear because they ruined the aesthetic. But these, I found that these frames down here work quite well as landing gears. But you gotta be really gentle. And if they get blown up, then just repair in the air. Don't land this thing. And for the pelage, even though I found that I put them in just for the sake of being Batmanish, as you say, uh, is that a thing? I don't think so. That's a thing. But anyway, just for the sake of being true to the lore, I put them in. I found that they actually kind of work really well. The one big weakness of this ship is like these three exposed engines down here. And like a missile sometimes, especially in the late game when you have like 4 or 5 missiles and 3 ships that are firing proximity charges at you, and you gotta get out of the way fast. Uh, you sometimes miss a missile, and a single missile down here will just end the ship. This is like the weakest area in the ship, and the Palash will stop those missiles and sometimes even stop shelling from like other ships, like 100 millimeters and 130 millimeters, and save you. You're not gonna get shot down here a lot because this is so fast. You know, just zipping in and out. It's gonna be hard for them to land a hit on you. But every now and then you will get hit, and you want to make sure it's not in the bottom. And the pelage just act as another layer of safety to prevent that from happening. Yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys liked it. The download link and instructions on the description. Just to go real quick, you download 2 files, the JPEG and the share.share file, and you copy and paste them in the shifts folder and wherever you have the game installed. And you just go in there, you copy and paste this in there, and you can play this ship and try it out and let me know what you think. All right, that'll be all. Peace.